Hey, what's up everybody, BDO44 coming at you another video. Alright, so this isn't the biggest story in the world for me, but I'm just gonna mention it because I just saw the clip again for the third time today. Drake was on stage somewhere. I'm not sure where he was. I probably should know that information, but I don't think it's as important as what I have to say. He was on stage and some kid came on stage with him, or rather while Drake was on stage. This kid got on stage with good intentions. He put his hand out. He didn't look like a threatening kid. I don't think the kid was meaning any harm. He was just not very wise with what he was doing right there. Clout chasing or whatever. But the security didn't even get on stage when the kid was approaching Drake. Drake had to put his hand on the kid to push him back. And even in doing so, security still didn't get on stage. That was by far the worst security job I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not talking about just at any type of, I'm not talking about just secure celebrities. I'm talking about security, period. I've seen mall cops do a better job than that dude did. It amazed me how Drake had to actually say, hey, where is security? As he's escorting the young fellow off stage himself. Do we not understand Drake is one of the biggest stars in the world, man? One of the biggest stars on the planet today was able to be touched by some dude, and then from there the dude still had opportunities to do whatever to Drake. Drake damn near had to knock dude out himself in order to protect himself from that dude. That was awful. If I were Drake, I would sue the entire venue and the security company. Whoever hired that security needs to be fired. Whoever, that whole venue. And never, Drake, I would encourage Drake to never perform for that venue again. No star should ever come back to that venue again, bro. You are not safe if that's how they doing things. So it's probably best I didn't know where it's at, because I would have blasted them for sure on my channel. But it's just one of those situations. It was like, yo, if homie would have had a gun, if homie would have been, a big dude with a chance to, with the ability to do something to Drake, we could have lost Drake. We could have literally lost Drake. You know what I'm saying? Right there on stage in front of everybody, because security was that terrible. Whoever the security guard was, first of all, it should have been more than one person. But that security guard had such a delay that you have to wonder if he was hired to let somebody on stage to get at Drake. You know what I'm saying? With everything that's been going on. We talk about the shooting that took place at FedEx Center about a week ago, where an individual who had been involved in some circumstances that had something to do with the conflict that I don't even know how to word it, but homeboy got shot. He knew some folks that had been involved in some conflicts that were high profile. Somehow somebody was able to sneak a gun or get past security somehow with a gun in order to get in there to shoot somebody at the FedEx arena in Memphis. Then from there, you also saw another situation not too long before that where something similar had happened. Where somebody was able to sneak into one of those places and get into a altercation with somebody in a high profile place. I think it was at the United Center or something like that, where Dirk was performing. Somebody got in there with a gun, and of course we remember the Drakeo the Ruler murder, where somebody was able to rush him and ultimately take his life in a venue where it was supposed to be secure. It's like, yo, I think we are in a place right now where we need to start really, really focusing in on venue security, man. Because people are being bribed. Obviously, some of the people that you've hired in all of these places, everywhere, anywhere there's a big venue, anywhere right now, there's a wave in 2023 where people are being able to slip through the cracks with stuff they're not supposed to. Now, people are probably paying people off. But at the end of the day, this is bound to be another Drakeo the Ruler type of situation if this type of stuff keeps happening, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. These are not small venues. These are places where basketball players play, where concerts are sold out, 21,000 people. And guns is getting in. We talking about the United Center where the Bulls play, the FedEx Center where the Grizzlies play. In this situation, I don't know where this was at, but I mean, I ain't never seen security react so slowly And for that to be such a massive star, I would say that so much went wrong there from so many different angles, man. Now, this is coming from somebody who's done, if you guys follow me close enough, you know security is the profession that I'd been in. Before I stopped working, that was what I did for like almost 10 years. Not necessarily that type of security, but like many types of security. And I'm telling you, I wasn't the greatest security guard, but I would have definitely made sure that kid didn't have 3 seconds with Drake. Not three, he wouldn't have got 3 seconds with Drake, bro. As soon as he even got up there putting his hand out, I'd have been tackled him to the ground. It wouldn't have happened, bro. It would not have happened. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not even that type of security, but it would never happen, bro. And so for me, it's like whoever the security team is, first of all, if I'm Drake, you a billionaire, bro. You got to have your own security for all these venues, bro. All of them. You can't, especially you, given how big you are, you cannot not have your own, bro. You got to have your own people, big dudes. Somebody got to be rushing him if security is delayed, because that's just as much on Drake as it is the venue, because at the end of the day, where's your own folks? Where's your guys? Where's the big, football playing looking dude that's supposed to be covering your back at all times? You don't have one of those and you're Drake? Nah, man. In that, you got to have somebody up there. I'm not saying you got to, have somebody up there shooting dude just for getting on stage, but you got to have somebody that can tackle him in 1 second flat. Period. A linebacker or something. You got to hire somebody, ex-football player, something, bro. There's no way you let nobody get that close to you, man. No, absolutely not. And then from there, it's just like, when it comes to these venues, I just think that it's incumbent upon those who are in control of these venues to make sure that they're hiring people that cannot be compromised, man. That's what it really comes down to. The head of security or whatever, they cannot, and I don't know how to word this, because I'm not sure I know what I'm talking about when I say this, but they can't have the ability to be bribed and have your security fall apart because of it. Dudes be getting in it. You can't get in there you can't get into the FedEx Forum with a gun, fam. Period. Without somebody who is probably paid a very nice salary not doing their job properly. Whether it be the hiring the people that they need to be hiring so that this doesn't happen, or them themselves being compromised. This is something that cannot happen, man. And this has happened twice in a matter of a month with those particular venues. And I'm telling you, I'm looking at the head of security for the whole building. And I'm saying to you, you're not doing your job. That's what it comes down to. You're not doing your job. If somebody was able to sneak a gun in on some street stuff, nah, man. Somebody's getting paid off, and that somebody probably needs to be investigated. So that's where my head is in regards to the FedEx Forum and United Center. I'm looking at the head dog. Who is the head dog in those two places? And how the hell did this happen on your watch? So these are things that have been on my mind because I'm just watching them happen in a matter of a month. And like I said, I am from Los Angeles. That Drake Olarula situation was dirty. That was real dirty. We know that was dirty. But we also understand it's LA. And it's much easier to compromise this city is based on the politics out here. Street politics, that is. But when it comes to places like Chicago and in Memphis, I don't know what they got going on. I don't know, but I do know they need to have much better security going on in these places. And as far as the Drake situation, I'm blaming everybody, including Drake. You got too much money to let people get that close to you, bro. No way I'm relying, especially when you know of these stories just like I do. If anybody know what's going on, it should be the people who are surrounding Drake. They know what happened at the United Center. They know what happened to Drake Olarula. You know what I'm saying? You can't let people get that close to you. Even if they look unassuming. And homie looked unassuming. You look like 21 years old, 170 pounds. He ain't hurting nobody, really. Drake probably could have took him himself, but that's not the point, bro. That's nowhere near the point. You know what I mean? Drake should never have to put his hands on a dude that's getting on stage. He shouldn't even got that close, man. So that's what's on my mind right now. I'm just disappointed in that situation specifically because I'm like, man, you're not protecting the star like that, man. You're not protecting the star, bro. And for a guy to be as big as him, he's like the modern day Elvis or Michael Jackson or something. There's no way anybody's supposed to get that close to you. No way. No way. So that's where I'm at with that, man. I just felt like that was worth talking about. It's just, you see it too many times. This year, these last, I say 12 months, it's happened too much now. And it's getting to a point where people like myself, just, it feels okay to say something now. It's like, all right, bro. You know, and maybe they had that under control. Maybe he got on stage as a clout chasing thing, right? If it's all controlled, then it's all controlled. But it didn't look like to me that it was. It looked like that was a kid who got on stage, got close enough to touch Drake, and even after Drake has pushed him off security, he still wasn't on stage. And I'm like, yo, what? And I just remember situations in the past. I don't remember who the star was, but somebody had gotten on stage and he had the body slam dude. I don't remember who it was, but somebody got on stage with the wrong guy, and the artists themselves picked the dude up and threw him off the stage. And that's what it takes sometimes, man. Honestly, you don't know what people's intentions are. You don't know what he has in his hand. You don't know what he got in his pocket. He may reach out, you know what I'm saying? Nah. I do believe in forcefully getting people off the stage, violently if necessary, to protect who it is that's on stage, man. Period. Tackle him. That's the only way it needs to be handled. Not nicely, not, oh, you got to get up. Nah, get him off the stage. Throw him off. That's my attitude. And so, you know, I think artists need to invest in their own securities, man. Obviously, you have them when you're going about the world and all this, that, and the third. You know, going to different places. But when you on stage, don't count on the venue security to keep you alive, bro. Don't count on the venue. No, do not. Enough of that. Have your own guys ready. Especially if you're a billionaire, big star, Drake like that. Nah, man. Nobody get close to you, man. You got to have ninjas in the crowd, man, in street clothes, just in case something crazy happens. People that don't even look like security need to be security. Female security that used to be Navy SEALs, that's who I want hire. You don't even know where they coming from, but you best believe you get close to me, it could be the end of you. That's how it has to be when you're that big of a star, man. And I just felt like everybody dropped the ball so bad, and it could have been real bad. And we're all happy that it wasn't. You know, Drake is blessed that it wasn't. So that's crazy to me. I can't even fathom why somebody got that close to Drake. Honestly, I can't even fathom that. I can't fathom that. But I saw it, and so did you guys if you saw the clip I saw. And so, yeah, man, that's what I just wanted to give y'all, and just a little thought on that. I just don't know how in the world security is so bad in 2023 so often right now. So often. So that's pretty much my thought, man. My name is BDL44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.